Hey, it's Ryan, 97.7 QLZ, and excited. We're chatting with the guys today. We're chatting with Spencer. We're chatting with Aaron, the guys in Underoath. And I feel like my last three interviews I've done, it's been multiple people in bands. I've been multiple bands. It's been a lot of fun, man. How you guys doing?
Good.
Good, doing great, man.
Home so beautiful day.
What was that?
Beautiful day outside here in sunny Nashville, and yeah,
we're it's great because I moved from Wisconsin down to here. I went from snow and 20-degree weather to 60s and 70s. It's been wonderful.
Nice.
Yeah, it's been amazing. I know. Looking at Spencer out there, I mean, I just love the fact that Spencer's outside, or is that a background? I can't tell. It looks so.
I'm outside actually. I just put my daughter down for a nap, and I didn't want to be too loud, and my lady was doing something else in the other room, so I was like, I'll just go outside. It's nice out. It was cold. We got home like a week ago, and it was like freezing and raining, and it was super cold. And then finally, 2 days ago, we got nice weather.
Nice, beautiful sunshine, blue skies. Yeah. So how were the first couple of days getting back on the road? I know you guys were out until like early April. What are those first couple of days like back home where, you're not traveling, you're not loading in, you're not loading out? What are those first couple of days back from tour like, back being at home?
Oh, I'm still tired. I mean,
yeah, tired. I mean, we're lucky that we don't. Touring back in the day was a lot tougher when you were touring in a van and pushing your own gear. Nowadays, it's like it's great. You can sleep in. You got a crew. But we did like a stint of shows in a row at the end, and then we all got sick in the middle of the tour. So by the time we got home, we were dealing with a lot of snow on the tour as well. I don't know if you remember that, like Aaron. It was I feel like the whole tour except for the last week was snow or rain, and it was freezing. So
it was mostly like the spitty winter. I think they call it a winter mix.
Yes.
We had a bunch of that crap, and we all got like a cold or something on the tour too, which wasn't fun.
Yeah.
But I think the nature of how Underoath operates live, like the type of show we play, you're just tired after a tour.
Yeah.
And it takes a couple weeks, I feel like, to get. We all have kids, so you come home and it's like the night after your first show, there's somebody in your bed at 7 a.m. like, let's go. Like your kids want to play with you and that stuff. So I feel like it takes a while to bounce back,
Yeah. And but by the time you get like adjusted again, we gotta bounce again. So
I know, which you guys are going to be out on the road. I'm excited. You guys are going to be in Peoria in July. You guys are on the tour with Falling in Reverse, Ice Nine Kills. Catch Your Breath is the show that we're getting here about an hour away in Peoria. I mean, it's a hell of a lineup. We're going to have two Spencers fronting bands out there. It's going to be sweet. But how excited are you guys to, again,
that's wild.
Now, just getting home. But yeah, how excited are you guys to get back out on the road with Falling in Reverse and Ice Nine Kills? And it's a stacked lineup.
Yeah, I mean, those are bands we've never played with. I mean, we've probably shared some festivals together, but we've never toured with any of those bands. So I always enjoy, we've been doing this for so long. It's always great to meet like new people and make new friends, connections and stuff like that, like lifelong connections of like, there's people we met on tour for the first time that you talk to for the rest of your life. So
yeah.
Who knows what the tour will be like? We're only doing 6 shows on our way out to do some other things that we haven't talked about yet, and Incarceration Fest is on the way. So we're gonna make the best of those 6 shows.
I'm excited for it. I've never seen you guys live. It's like a whole lineup of bands I haven't had the chance to see live yet. So I'm
cool.
Tickets are low on that show, which I'm excited to get out to. You guys, like you said, you have some stuff that you can't talk about with some more shows. You guys are pumping out a ton of music. Voyeurist came out less than a year and a half ago, and we're spinning the new song, Let Go, right now. So what kind of either motivated you guys, or is there any specific reason why you guys wanted to get a new single out so quickly? Obviously, the industry's different from when you guys started, but, less than a year and a half, man, we already got new music from you guys again.
I mean, there's times we live in now, I think that the days of making a record every 5 or 6 years, unless you're like a Metallica or a Tool or, you know what I mean? Like that doesn't really work anymore. I think that the collective conscience of the people is so much faster now.
Mhm.
You know, like people kind of, when we put out Voyeurist, I remember reading comments 6 weeks after the album came out. Oh, that album was awesome. Do you know what I mean? Like it's just a different time. We signed to a new record label, so we wanted to get something new under the hood with them. And I think it's just a different time. You can't stay stagnant for very long now. I think the collective conscience of people is they want things more often than they used to, you know?
Yeah, and I think every song is, like our livelihood is playing live shows. That's the era we grew up in. That's where we are our best. And that's really how we provide for our families. And every song is like fuel in the gas tank. You release a song, you could go play some shows. So that's kind of sick that things are being digested differently, because you can drop a single before every tour or festival at within reason, and always give people something new. I think that's rad.
Yeah, and again, it's a song that we're playing right now. You guys recorded the music video for it too, where you guys actually recorded the song. And I don't know if I've ever actually seen that before. It was cool. Like reading that on social media. So is there, any specific reason why you guys were like, hey, we recorded this song, let's do the video for it? I think you guys had like 6 guys in like one room jamming out to this. So
time was the reason.
Time.
we didn't have any time to make a music video. By the time we got the song turned in, we've got this new label, like Aaron said, and I feel like for the first time in our career, we have like everyone on our team is working as hard as the band is, which is really exciting, to be almost 20 years into a career, and we feel like we've got this new shot of life, and like everyone's just ready to go. And we're like, well, damn, we need a music video. What do we do? So our guitar player, Tim, was like, let's just do it here. And we've got a creative director named, they go by Tension Division, and they happen to be, one of the guys happens to be local to the Tampa area. So we're already down there making music. So let's just go ahead and tack a video on it, so.
Get everything knocked right out of the way. I know you guys said you have some stuff that you can't talk about. Obviously, Let Go's the new single out right now. You guys have a new label. So, I would imagine more music is on the way. Do you guys, again, with how people's attention spans are and stuff, and talking with different bands, some people are, hey, we're going to do a string of singles for 6 months. Some like to do EPs, and obviously some bands still love to do full albums. So do you guys have a plan of what you want to do here over the next year with music and get released?
I think singles until it makes sense to make it an album. I love albums. We're all album guys, but like dropping a full album, like Aaron just said a minute ago, it's old news so fast, like it's all about, everyone's all hype about singles and each song, but once the album's out, people just move on, it seems. So eventually it will be a collective piece that you could get on vinyl and it'll have an album name or whatever. But I think for now we're going to be dropping songs.
And I think we always intentionally, historically, we've been touring for 20 years this year, and historically, we've always been an album-based band. Like he said, we make albums too, and we obsess over the order of the songs and the runtime, and that being kind of an antiquated art. I still feel like even us releasing singles or whatever, I think eventually, when it becomes an album, when it becomes that type of thing, I think what will happen is we'll still intentionally kind of curate and put it together to where you feel like, just the days of like spending 2 years, it's
right.
It's wild. So you guys mentioned that you love full-length albums. I'm in my mid-30s. I grew up in the era of nu metal sweeped everything, and you had records every couple of years from Linkin Park and Korn and Limp Bizkit and all these bands. It's a question that was asking bands at my last gig, and I want to throw it out to you guys too, because you said you love albums and putting them together. What are you guys' favorite complete albums? Like a couple of them, from start to finish. There's no songs that you skip on it. It's just, man, I'm going to put this album on, I'm going to put this record on. I'm just going to sit back, relax. Maybe you're driving, and I'm not going to skip a damn song on this entire record.
Oh, there's so many.
I mean, Nine Inch Nails with Teeth.
With Teeth, Nevermind, and In Utero.
Pearl Jam 10.
Pearl Jam 10.
Lateralus, Tool.
Dirt. Alice in Chains. I think Fear Inoculum and Enema from Tool. All three of those.
I can listen. You know what? I take it back. I can listen to every Tool record all the way through.
Yeah.
Except for 10,000 Days.
What about Diamond Eyes and White Pony? Both all the way through, no skips. Let's see.
I can listen to Color and the Shape all the way through, no skips.
Yep. I can listen to there's some other Foo Fighters records I can go all the way through.
I can go all the way through In Your Honor.
In Your Honor. I think the first record as well, the self-titled one, you can go through no skips.
Oh,
and then go back in time. I mean, like Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon, Led Zeppelin 1, 2.
Oh yeah, I mean
4.
Led Zeppelin 1 specifically, and and Wish You Were Here for me,
and Dark Side. I mean, we can go on. I mean, there's Soundgarden,
Super Unknown, yeah.
Super Unknown, and fuck. Let me just.
I mean, I can go back further, like the band music from the Big Pink.
There's a lot of shit. I mean,
Spencer and I kind of have the same taste. Like we grew up on like rock and roll music.
Yeah.
I feel like there's two schools of people where we came from. There's people that really got into the metal side, which you know, like
the thrash.
Yeah, you were like either a Metallica kid or a Nirvana kid.
Okay.
And the things that came after that are, you know, Spencer and I were Nirvana people, so
yeah,
we sort of went that route. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I love it. Like I said, I used to ask this question at my last game.
Oh, fuck. Oasis. How many Oasis records can we go start to finish?
I can do every Oasis. I can do every Oasis except for Standing on the Shoulders of Giants. That's the one that I'm like.
Yeah, I can still do it though. Like I'll put it on in the house and it'll still go.
Yeah, but you don't like fucking in the bushes and all that, do you? I don't like that stuff.
That sounds sick.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway.
Cage the Elephant, Tell Me I'm Pretty, and what was the one before that called Happy Birthday or whatever? Both those records I can go all the way through. Foster the People. What is that? Sacred Hearts Club, that can go all the way through, and Torches you can go all the way through. Dude, there's so many. I mean, we're album people. Like it's very rare that I just skip around on singles, except for like recent releases, because most people are just doing the single thing. But like all the way up until like pretty much COVID hit, any band that put something out, like I was jamming their records. You know, it was important to me that it wasn't just like 4 good songs.
Yeah,
like that was always a bummer to me. So,
yeah, because back in the day, you would take like what little money you had, and you go to the store and I don't know if you remember, like CDs were like $25 at one point. Do you know what I mean? So it was like you bought a CD for $25, and if half of it was lame, you know, or it was like front loaded, it's a bummer.
Do you remember? Do you remember? I never had this, but I remember my friend, his parents had it, the Columbia House thing, where it was like a penny.
Yep.
And you got this like box full of CDs.
We're 40, so there's some antique stuff like that from our days.
I'm 36. My brother's 39, so we had Columbia House when I was growing up as a kid, and then we had a record exchange store about 45 minutes away, and now there's one about 10 minutes from where my parents live in Ohio. So I was just like, hey, let's go to Columbia House. When the record store came open, it's like, hey, let's take the $100 we got for Christmas this year, and let's go to the record store and just buy a bunch of CDs.
Yeah.
So that's why you guys mentioned, your love of albums. And I'm like, yeah, let's just bust this question out. So, man, you guys just ping-ponging back and forth off each other. I loved it, getting to hear all that. So, again, man, Let Go. It's a song that's playing on QLZ right now. And I know you guys just got home from tour about a week ago. You guys got a bunch of shows coming up, more music. So, Spencer, Aaron, dude, I appreciate the time, man.
Yeah, thank you, buddy.
Thanks for having us.